Alright, so today I'm going to be showing you guys how to change the injectors on a Nissan 350z HR. I saw online that there was a bunch of videos for DEs and VQs like 37s for the 370s, but none for the 350z in particular. So I thought might as well make one. Makes it a little bit easier. You're more familiar with what everything looks like that way. So I'm going to go ahead and help you guys out and show you how to do it, and let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is remove the tray for the battery as well as the windshield over here. This is just like a secondary fuse box. You want to be able to access this one. This plastic piece just pulls straight up to pull it out, and then you can remove the fuel pump relay. After that, you're going to want to crank it for about 3 seconds just to kill any pressure in the injectors and the fuel lines, so it's not squirting everywhere when you open it up. Alright, so we just tried to start the car, got that disconnected and put back on. It's going to be the first 15 on the right hand side. We forgot to show that piece. You just pull it out, crank it for 3 seconds, the car won't start because the fuel pump is not active. Then you just put the plug back in. We went ahead and disconnected the negative cable as well, just to be on the safe side, put all that stuff back. Now we're going to take off the strut bar and then this cover, and then after that we'll work on removing this intake piece right here on both sides. Then we're going to take off the throttle bodies with like a little hex head in there, and then after that we can pull, after we take the throttle bodies off, we're going to pull the manifold off. Alright, so we got our intakes removed here. I've got aftermarket Z1 intakes, so your system might look a little bit different. If you have the stock intakes or admins, it might look similar, but next thing you want to do is remove these throttle bodies. I've got a little hex piece right here. Bolt goes onto my ratchet, and you just unscrew all 4 of these right here. Got that one loose already. Go ahead and get all of these out, and then you're going to pull this throttle body off, and then we're going to remove this. It's got 4 bolts. Actually, I think it might be like 6. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. And then we're going to disconnect this vacuum line and stuff, and we're going to pull this up, and we should have the fuel rails underneath it. Alright, so there is like an assortment of hoses and bolts back here. We got that piece off, unclipped it. There's like a bunch of hoses you have to take off as well. Just get all of those out, make sure it's free from everything on the surroundings, and then we're going to go ahead and lift it up. Alright, take 2. There was a bolt underneath this one here, and then one at the back as well. So now, ta-da! Got this intake manifold off. Look at that, so cool. Alright, I'm going to set this to the side real quick. Let's see. Alright, so we've got the intake manifold off. These are our fuel rails right here. Those are the injectors right there. We're going to go ahead and get the fuel rail off. It should be those 2 bolts at the back, and then this right here, these 2 bolts right here, and then as well as this high pressure line. That's why we had gotten rid of the pressure at the beginning, so that we can take that off without it squirting fuel everywhere. I'm still going to put like 2 towels below it, so if it does, we can just pull that out. So let's go ahead and get these fuel rails off, and we can pop the injectors out and pop the new ones in. Also, put like a towel over this, or some paper towels, just so you don't have anything going straight into your engine. Alright, after a lot of persuasion and begging, we finally got the rails out, popped the injectors out, got the plugs off, and then there's the rail over here. Got all the plugs out. The injectors. Those are the old stock injectors, and now we're just going to go ahead and pop the new ones back in there. Not sure if they're going to use the same retaining clips. We're going to see, and I'll let you guys know. But we're going to pop in the new injectors, and then they also come with a little like adapters for the wiring. So you're going to make sure we get all that right, and then get all of these installed. And if you want, you can definitely try and clean up a little bit in here, just so just while you're in here, get it looking a little bit nicer. Alright, so we got all of the injectors on the rails. Did use the clips from the OEM, the ones that it came with. Came off the old ones. After that, went ahead and popped this back in, tightened this piece back on, connected all the plugs. Make sure they're plugged all the way in, just so you don't have to open this all over again. But yeah, everything's seated down there. As you can see, the injectors looks good. Now we're just gonna pull these towels off, put the plenum back on top, and then we should be good to just button everything back up here. Just reverse the steps that you did originally. Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching. This is the end of the video. Forgot to close it out, but yeah, that's just how you do the injector install. It was pretty simple. As long as you have the right tools, maybe a little bit of help, it's not too bad. I'll keep you guys updated if you're interested on what's next. I'm gonna get the tune from Soho Motorsports, and should be making a little bit more power now with all the mods that I do have installed. So thanks again for watching. Have a great day.